a charged hammer on Engineer now on a Mingo. And for those of you, unfortunately, that were not able to see UQ versus 5, but UQ used Engineer quite a bit. And what happened, even though Engineer was like level 13 versus level 21 Soul Stealer, level 21 Corrupted Disciple, what happened when Engineer got that charged hammer there? Colin, what happened, sir?
Yeah, he just put down a turret in like anywhere near, and it would just be chomping on them for the whole time. It really is like the turret is extremely strong. As far as it being an ability that scales well, like a ability for a carry, it's it's not completely consistent because it's kind of tricky. Not a lot of players can micro it effectively and place it effectively. So in terms of Engineer being a hard carry, I don't think it makes him a good hard carry, but it does, like, there are situations where it can just do a ridiculous amount of damage backed up by a charged hammer or like something. So, damage items of that kind. It's extremely strong. Not only for that, and for taking out towers as well. I mean, that turret does a ridiculous amount of damage.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So anyways, the turret did take out both level 21 Soul Stealer and Corrupted Disciple, along with Engineers sitting there attacking. That was the point I was getting at. And essentially what I mean by that is, although 5 have a 13,000 experience lead and a 5 or 4 about 4,000 gold lead, I'm telling you, this Engineer is going to be able to come in and do some serious work with that charged hammer. I mean, look at that turret just take down all sorts of stuff. And we do see the wards being dropped. Mag blink ulting in now, and Global Silence going off though, and Mag ult actually not doing a whole lot of damage. A couple of heal bombs is going to be fine. But Engineer ulting, Plague ult though goes off. It takes out a Mingo, and it's probably is going to work on Nonvidius. I don't think Nonvidius is getting away. And maybe with that stun he is. No, he is not. And we do see Busca coming in with a couple kills, and Heal Bomb's actually taking out Magnus over here to the left. And Soul Stealer D was trying to come in and do something, but the token goes off for Pestilence, so he's going to be fine. And he's actually blinking in, but Shrunken Head is still up for Soul Stealer. And yeah, that's just crazy. It's now 5-on-1. They did take out the Pestilence with a token, so in a sense, they did trade 4 for 1, but that token just showing you the power of it. The Pestilence is right back in the fight, full HP, full mana, ready to go, and there's not a whole lot Soul Stealer can do, even with the Ice Ogre armor. I believe the Raxes are going to go down here,
Yeah,
both of them.
I think so.
Maybe just melee. It'll depend. We'll see what 5 wants to do. 5, they have overplayed before. I think that they, as much as they want these Raxes, they are just going to back up. Yep. Can't blame them.
TP's out.
They kind of got picked off earlier because of their overplaying, in the sense that they stayed around trying to push that top first tower after a 4-1 victory, and they ended up going down 0-3 for it. So in this case, seems as though they learned their lesson. They're backing up, and seems as though my charged hammer Engineer not doing the work he needs to do. Come on, Amingo! What were you gonna say though, Con?
Yeah, well, that's exactly what why Poly is so ridiculously strong. I mean, they just put the wards down and then had a team fight, and without touching the tower, they killed the tower, and then it was near genocide with the Soul Stealer being still alive, and not able to defend that, and they got Amelia Rax, and that's a huge advantage now. I'm not sure if they'd want to try push that range barracks, or they could just go try push one of these uncracked Raxes here. Although I suppose they have loads of they still have bottom and top towers up, but yeah, Polywog so strong at the moment, just doing exactly what he needs to. Blessed Orb, is Blessed Orb part of the
Sheepstick. It's actually not a part of Refreshers.
Yeah, Sheepstick. Yeah, so he's going Sheepstick. He's going Sheepstick. So he'll have Morph and Sheepstick. So a ridiculous amount of disable coming out of him there. Maybe hoping to initiate on Soul Stealer and cancel, disabling him before he can get that Shrunken Head off.
Yeah, well, as we've seen, if you can get on Soul Stealer before he's able to pop his magic immunity, you're gonna be fine. And Amingo, just farming these ancients over here over and over again, and then going back to lane and farming that. overall, I mean, the game is playing out in the sense that, to give you an idea of how much 5 is in the lead right now, Vindicator, who is considered, you know, oh, he's squishy, no escape mechanism, you know, he has to blow his ult to even try and get away from anything, so he's essentially dead whenever you want him. He's got a puzzle box. He is doing absolutely fine. His farm going well. The towers that Team 5 has taken down, definitely attributing to his gold. His overall gold capabilities. And he does have Glyph of Silence maxed, level 4, as he should, plus 11 intelligence. And final chapter level 2, that would be his ult, so it's going to be silencing for 4 seconds.
I think what's even
I don't know what is wrong with me. I am
shocking.
yawning non-stop today. Go ahead, though, Con.
Pestilence has 2 Warhammers, and his gold at the moment is 44, so maybe it's being ferried to him at the moment. Has he got a shield breaker? Yes, he does. He's got his shield breaker on the way from, so he's going to be doing a stupid amount of damage. So he's pretty much, you know, a really big threat at the moment. Now he can probably 3-4 shot Glacius. If he had his ult
do
on
actually
him,
see
he'd be
Glacius
3-4
getting.
shotting him.
Yeah, we did see Glacius go down there to a couple of portal key disables. And that turret, you know, you don't want to necessarily leave the turret alone. The turret's not that powerful. It's 4 hits from a hero to kill it. And,
It's
yeah,
70
you know, you
gold
really...
or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a decent amount of gold. Yeah, it's a lot of gold. It's like 50 to 100 or something like that. But, it's a shame we don't know that. And actually, Pestilence here kind of screwing up the pull. Good job, Tobacco. I was giving D-Wiz, you know, a little bit of a razzing earlier for making minor mistakes, and in that situation he didn't let the pull go through. So Tobacco, you're bad, rawr. Okay, next. We do see, you know, Tobacco with the shield breaker, as you mentioned, so he's hitting for over 200 damage a hit. And he's negating quite a bit of armor. Let's take a look at the actual armor stack. Pyromancer just so low base armor, 4.78. Engineer at about 9. Mag at 5.7. And then Glacius coming in with the armor boots and the shield of the 5. So he's got 15 armor. And Soul Stealer at 26 armor. So he's got some pretty good physical damage reduction. Either way, though, Pestilence essentially hitting for pure damage. No reduction against most of the squishies here. And yeah, I mean, that charged hammer turret just doing tons of damage, but Soul Reaper with Staff of the Master, Sackstone, Mystic Vestments, Void Talisman, just so decked out. That's Soul Reaper. And actually, we do see Pestilence coming in here, Shrunken Heading, just doing all sorts of stuff, and Soul Reaper actually blowing his ultimate on Glacius. Mag hitting a huge ult, an Engineer hitting a huge ult, Ward's going down though, Pestilence trying to stun, but he's probably going to go down, and Soul Stealer coming in. Dio is getting a hat trick, and here we go. Is he going to be able to catch Soul Reaper? I believe you need a mana battery there. There you go, Magnus, and he's going to go ahead and stun. And you really got to give that kill probably to Soul Stealer, but instead it's going to go to Non-Vidius with a wave. And Vindicator over here to the right, he does not have a portal key, so he's, or portal key. He does not have a scroll of town portal, I want to call it. What is it? Homecoming Stone. Thank you, a TP. And Pyromancer pointing back to save the ranged barracks. So that, in a sense, is kind of what they needed. A 2 for 4 in favor of T7H. D-Wiz picking up 3 of the 4 kills. Really well done. And we do see this Ice Ogre that's constantly, you know, helping out Soul Stealer, but I can't find the Ice Ogre. It's making me very upset. Where is he?
Where is that guy?
Oh, well. We will find him another day. Nevertheless, we do see, you know, as I said, a huge battle in the sense that D-Wiz coming in and picking up some kills. And Amingo's actually himself 5 and 4, so he's not doing too bad. Gold per minute, we see D-Wiz at 455. He's leading T7H. Amingo second place with 274. Then we have Busca, Angry Testy, and Tobacco all around the 350 mark, some a little above, some a little behind. So Soul Reaper, Polywog, and Pestilence, definitely people you want to see Peace. Raffle.
I don't know if you saw what happened there, but Vindicator couriered TP to him via flying courier. Soul Reaper or Soul Stealer saw the flying courier, and the flying courier came up, gave Vindicator the TP, and he started TPing, and at the same time Soul Stealer blinked in and trying to get him.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why so many people wish Soul Stealer had a stun. But if he did, he'd be way too broken. So yeah, overall, we do see Soul Stealer picking up the Geometer's Bane, so he's definitely got some huge